We're back on the air at www.thepowerofvoices.com. Good to be back with you here on a Monday in Southern California, and LA is burning to the ground. Southern California is in flames all around. It is burning like doomsday, like the zombie apocalypse is happening. It's the nuclear summer where the sun is in orange and the moon is in red. It is unbelievable the fires that are taking place right here around Southern California. Fortunately, though, they've only burned 18 homes. That's a lot of homes that are burned, but they could be burning 10,000 homes if the wind were blowing a different direction. So we are very fortunate in that respect. The wind is blowing towards rural areas of mountainous zones rather than very populated areas where there's lots of houses. I'll talk about a little bit more of that in a second. Hey, you're back on the air with me, Jesse T. It's the Jesse T Show right here on Monday afternoon at 5 o'clock from 5 to 6. Good to have you along with us. It's live at 5 and straight on the point. Wow, what a weekend it's been. So many great things happening and so many really very serious things happening. In terms of great things, it's been a good weekend here other than our fires. We have always get beautiful, fun times with our families at the oceans and at the beaches and all around Southern California. So, that's always a good thing. And in that respect, the weather has been pretty good here, been kind of hot, but other than the smoke that's permeating through the air, it's been pretty good here in Southern California. Lots of good things happening. And, of course, a couple of good things happened over the weekend. The release of Star Trek Beyond. Did you see that yet? Wow, what a movie. I really like that, and I am a Trekkie. Live long and prosper. That's right. I love that that whole series since I was a little kid. By the way, for those of you who are just listening to us on our global distribution network, our global radio network at www.thepowerofvoices.com, thank you very much. You can always tune us in on your smartphone or your laptop or notebook or your desktop, wherever you might be and wherever you're traveling through. You can catch us on our YouTube live site off our website, powervoices.com. Also, you can catch us on our other sites. One of them is Stream Up, and there's one that I believe, a new one we were using at the end of last week, a UPeak. Is that what it is? UPeak.com. You can catch us there. And, of course, you can catch us on the Facebook.com/The Power of Voices. Facebook page. So we're live there on many social networks and AVTV Live and the Entertainment Channel and Facebook.com/Jesse Terrero. So you can catch us there. I still am a man without a barber. I'm the barberless boy. My hair is growing like wild weeds. It is growing in every direction. And I have long, straight hair. So, when it blows in the wind, it blows into a terrible tornado mess. That's why I've been wearing a lot of hats lately. It keeps the long, stringy, thin hair out of my face. And I think I'm just going to let my hair grow again like I did a few years back. I let it grow for about 3 or 4 years down to my shoulders. And I could put it up in a bun. I could put it in a ponytail. I could look like Fu Manchu. I could do lots of things with my hair. I could look like Palme, in the Kill Bill series. I could do a lot of things. I think I'm just going to let it grow. That's right. But on the second choice, I really should get a haircut. But some people who offered to take me to their very distinguished barber, because I don't like hairstylists, I don't like to sit down there and be pampered and have a hairstylist come in and, oh, your hair is so pretty. Yes. And, oh, we have to condition it and we got to wash it and clean it. And we got to spray it, spritzer. And would you like some wine and some cheese? And, oh, yes. I'm not into that. I just want my hair cut. That's all I want. Right? And so, or you can go like to the supercuts of the world, right? Where when you walk in, you walk out looking like everybody that else is coming out of the place. I mean, I think that what they did is like what my grandpa did when he was a kid. He'd put a bowl over my head. When I was younger, he'd put a bowl over my head and go snip, 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 snip. And I had this like rounded kind of beetle-looking haircut. You know, oh, I'm never going to shave my head. Why would I ever want to shave my head? I got too much hair to shave my head. Only guys who are going bald shave their heads. You know, I mean, I don't understand the shaved look. See, if you shave your head and you have a lot of hair, then what happens is you have to shave it every day. Because I got a lot of hair, it grows. So I'd have to shave it every day. And the thought of giving up and shaving it, my hair, every day is just it just wouldn't work for me. I would be like, you know, half shaven, half not shaven, half hair, half shaven, hair half shaven, shave half. It would be terrible. I have a hard enough time shaving my chin every day, let alone shave my head. I'd probably have cuts and scars, and I'd be a bloody old mess. That's what would happen. No, shaving's not for me. On top of my head, I will never shave my head. Military cut might be worthwhile. The military cut, though, you know, it's tight on the sides, you know, kind of squarish on top. You're buzzed up, right? Now, you know, I did have a military cut a while back, and I kind of liked it. I thought the military cut was pretty cool, but I looked too military. That's what happened. With a military cut, I looked just too military, because that's what you're supposed to do with a military cut. You're supposed to look military. So I didn't really. I'm getting too old to look military. I think that maybe when I was younger, I could get away with looking military, and it was kind of cool. But as I get older, I look like maybe a wannabe military guy if I have a military cut. So I've just, there was somebody that's close to me that was going to take me over to their barber and introduce me to a really cool cat, you know, kind of old barber, you know, with the barber shop insignia outside. You sit in there, get the chair, you talk.
Outside.
Yeah, you know, right, you talk.
You got to come in early enough so we can do that.
Oh!
You can't.
Was that you?
10 minutes.
You were the one. That's, you know something. It's funny how I forget names and they just come right back to me. Gee, yes. I have to. You know, what we should do is we should do the radio show from the barber chair.
That would be fun.
That would be fun. In fact, let's do that. Let's give that guy some love, right? Uh-huh. And let's do Marty. Hey, Marty, this is what we're going to do, Marty. We're going to do our radio show from the barber chair. And we're going to set up like a little tripod with a couple cameras, and we'll do the feedback. One will be on Skype, and the other two will be on all of our other social network sites. That is the show. There it is. You see, Lee, we've been looking how to take the Jesse T Show live at 5, right? More visual, so we could build a relationship. This is this concept that I got of building a relationship with a viewer by digital TV, but yet still having the radio station aspect to it and the live broadcast. But we wanted to build like a life so that each host would have something that would be unique to them, that the audience would kind of dig. I think that would be kind of cool, don't you? Do you think we work?
We could work that out. I'll give Marty a call tomorrow,
and
we'll set it up.
Right, and so.
But you got to be on time. I mean, he's like real tight.
He's real tight.
Yeah, I mean, his people always there.
Always, huh?
Always.
So when I don't get my hair cut, because I can't get it cut every day.
Right.
So when I don't get my hair cut, we just set up studio there and we do the show in front of everybody there.
Right.
And, you know, I get everybody involved, and
It'll be a public haircut. Live around the world.
You know something? I got to think about that for a second. I just might, that might be a lot of fun. We might have some rolling around on the ground, especially after I get done with my hour. There are going to be some people that are going to be, right?
Yeah, it could be.
Could be.
Yeah.
Does he have a back door?
I think so.
As long as he's got a back door.
You're going to need it.
And a fast car.
Yeah. Car warming up on the outside.
Yeah, all ready to go with a driver who knows how to drive like Steve McQueen in The Bullet.
Yeah, he might not want you to come back.
Yeah, because I might take a political view that might be different.
No, just that it's Jesse T.
And I can't help but being me. All right, well, we're going to work on that. But that might be an idea, at least to do once a month. You know,
Yeah,
that'd
be fun.
or once every couple of weeks.
Yeah,
Because I should really be getting my hair cut every couple of weeks.
at least.
I should.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just getting.
Just
look
kind
at
of
this.
looking shaggy doggish.
Right. Okay. Someone says I should get an afro. No, you don't want to see me in an afro. Thank you very much. First off, you can't make my hair curly enough to make that happen. You'd have to put my hair in these little itty bitty curlers and give me a hoe shampoo. What do they call that? Where you get your hair curled that's really straight. They call it I can't remember. A perm. You'd have to give my hair. I'd have to have those little tight perms for my hair is just too long and silky smooth, baby. Yeah. We're making love at 5:00. Okay. It's the Monday show right here, and Jesse T is in the place to be. I can't help but being me. It's been a great weekend. In terms of great weekend, we've been very active. We were out at one of the finest dressmakers in Hollywood, and I was looking for a size 79, but I just couldn't find one. And I was looking for high-heeled, spiky cowboy boots, and I couldn't even find that. But, there were a lot of beautiful ladies out there at Sue Wong's place. Sue Wong is the, you didn't think I was really looking for a 79 size dress. Get away from me. Sue Wong is a lady that she makes basically almost all of the superstars' dresses for red carpets. She does beautiful, beautiful artistry work. She's like the hot designer in Los Angeles now for VIPs, the mayor's wife, superstars, people who have a lot of money. Her dresses cost upwards of $6,000 and $7,000. And she was doing a sort of a liquidation sale because she's moving into a bigger warehouse. So an organization called Kiss the Monkey put on a big show over there, and we were a part of it and saw some terrific actors and interviewed a lot of people. And the Sue Wong affair was really cool, and some of her dresses were going for $99, $100, $200, $75. So she really knocked them down in price. So that was a lot of fun, and we put that up live on AVTV Live and the Entertainment Channel. You can check that out by going to facebook.com/Jesse Terrero, the Sue Wong stuff. Also, we were doing something. We went to a play this last weekend at the event stage, the next stage, it's called, between Sunset and Hollywood on La Brea at 1532 North La Brea. And we saw a kind of a comedy called Wonder Women. Wonder Women. These are superheroes that when they're on their off time, are they still doing superhero stuff? And it was kind of funny. And there's some evil superheroes and some good superheroes. I guess an evil person couldn't be a superhero. They could be like an evil hero. But it was kind of cool, and it was fun. And it was fun little comedy up there. And we appreciate one of the actresses in the play for having us come out and take a look at it. We watched it, and it was a lot of fun. So we did that. Amy Shee, thank you very much for that. Also, one of the main things, though, that we did this weekend was on Friday last, I was one of the first media to arrive at the big fire, now known as the Sand Fire here in Southern California. For those of you who are listening to us all around the nation and all around God's blue-green earth, from the community to the world, it's www.thepowervoices.com and AVTV Live and the Entertainment Channel working together to get the information, news, and entertainment and political intrigue out to you every single day right here at 5 o'clock on the Jesse T Show. So we covered the fire. I was on my way into the studio, and the fire along the 14 freeway in Santa Clarita, Valencia area, known as Sand Canyon, was erupting and jumping the freeway, and they knocked that down. And I spent about 2 hours out there. I posted up a lot of my fire coverage on www.aventertainmentlive.com, AVTV Live News. And we broadcasted live back to the station here while I was out there on Friday. And then actually, I think it was possibly Thursday. I kind of lost track of time because I was up for 3 days. And then I was out there posting up reports live in the evening and in the daytime, and the fire was just going crazy and erratic. And then on Saturday night, it exploded Saturday afternoon, and then it just destroyed tons and tons. Hey, Lee, there he is. That's right. Hey, man, what's happening? Good to have you back with us. All right. That's my counterpart, my compadre, at from 10 to 12 here on Monday through Friday. He has a talk show, and it's a lot of fun listening to him. Sometimes I chime in and stir the mix a little bit, throw my potatoes in the pot, and see what happens. And then I get off the phone real fast. I hit and run, baby. I like Paula Abdul, hit and run, right? Yeah, that's what I do. I strike and go. I'm like the stealth fighter that comes in the middle of the night or day and you don't see them and they drop their payload and they're gone before you know it. Like a B-52 at 45,000 feet dropping its payload. Don't even know where it's coming.
You're more like a Scud missile. You explode sometimes you don't.
Well, that's true. Yeah. Oh, wait a second. Shh, don't tell him. I think he's forgot about the $50 I owe him. Shh, 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 don't say anything. Don't say. I don't want anybody telling.
No, I'm like a Republican elephant when it comes to money. But I know you're good for it.
I owe you $50.
Yeah.
You want to negotiate?
No, we can go
double
down. Yeah, double down.
Double down on something.
Okay. Make it easy on yourself.
Look it. I was holding my own on Friday pretty darn good. You got to admit, for like 50
until
minutes.
What happened?
You look. I went like 55 minutes. I was calming myself down.
Yeah.
I was taught. Look it.
You did a good job.
Look it. You got to give me. You just got to give me. This was the bet, ladies.
You
and
did
gentlemen.
a good job, Brownie. You remember that one?
Yeah, I do. We are both dating ourselves on that one.
That was Bush, George W. Bush.
Well, we're still dating ourselves because the millennials have no idea who he is.
That's true.
You just watch him every day on these people that go for the microphone.
Yeah.
You know who George Bush is?
Right.
George Bush? Wasn't he our fourth president?
Right. Ooh, I've heard of his name before.
I feel like Scooby-Doo, right? You know, right? I said I used the comment the other day, you remind me of Yogi Bear, right?
Oh,
and this one lady and this one guy looked at me, and they were late 30s. They looked at me, Yogi who? I said,
Yogi who?
Yogi Bear. Don't you know? Hey, boo-boo. Where's the picnic baskets? But Yogi, the park ranger, he'll be back. No, boo-boo.
Oh, boo-boo.
He's on vacation. Ooh, those picnic baskets smell so good. Right? That's Jellystone National Park,
Right.
like Yellowstone, right?
Right.
Really dating myself, but anyhow, they looked at me like I was from the planet Jupiter.
Yeah.
I was
Mars.
speaking some language that was incomprehensible in that respect.
That's amazing.
Yeah, and that's just Yogi Bear. But anyhow, so this is what we did on Friday. On Friday, I got some information about the Clintons, and I made a bet because I'm trying to calm myself down. I'm not trying to get aggravated and agitated as much as I get lately. I thought, well, I asked Lee, because he's been a long-time broadcaster. He's a lot older than I am, as you could see when he walked in.
Not that much.
He's been around so many more. He has much more time in the field.
Decades.
Yeah, decades. How long you been in the broadcast business, man?
51 years.
You got a decade on me.
Yeah.
You got 10 years on me. But you were in the broadcast field 51 years in about maybe a half a dozen stations.
Oh, more than that.
See, I was in the broadcast field, which I still am, but I just happened to work like 43 different radio stations
In the L.A. area.
in the LA, Southern California.
In other words, you worked at more than you haven't.
Yes, I
There's
did.
44 stations in the market. You've worked at 42.
Yes, from Orange County to Santa Barbara, I think I just about worked at all of them at some point or another. Even if it was just for a month. Oh, Jesse, we got to let you go. We're changing format, right?
And you don't fit
You
anything
don't fit the
that we're
format.
thinking about.
No. Hey, how can I help it, man? I just can't. I just got to be me, Jesse T. So I decided with Lee, I said, Lee, I'm going to try to calm down. I'm not going to be so aggravated about things. I'm just in this talk show, right? I'm going to be better. And so I decided.
I took that bet.
Yeah, he took the bet. It was $50, and I bet that I wasn't going to get upset at all. And I even tried to load the bank. I tried to load the gun. I put the right ammunition in for myself. I had, and a lot of you folks don't know, my sidekick, my partner in crime, my fun guy, the guy is just hilarious on the nighttime show, the fabulous Jesse T show. I have a gentleman's named Dan the Man. Now, Dan the Man, he's known as the package. He was formerly known as The Project, but he's elevated himself. But after Friday, I was about to kick him down to become Dan the Man, the intern. Because he didn't help me much, all right?
Well, he tried. He did his best.
Yeah. See, he
really did.
I loaded. See, Lee didn't know this. I loaded the system up so that I had Dan the Man because he busts me up. I mean, the guy can just say 3 words, and
Yeah.
I can't. That's it. I don't know why that
You'll
is.
wreck the party.
He's that guy, Dan the Man, right?
Right.
Dan the Man, the package. Okay, so I get him in the car, the gray ghost, right? Okay, and we're talking, and so this was the bet. I was going to promise with a $50 bill on the line, which I did, that I was not going to lose it on Friday. I brought Dan the Man in to keep it light so I could laugh at the right moments when I even gave him secret instructions. I said, when you start seeing me get agitated and aggravated, Dan the Man, you got to do something to make me laugh because I got $50 on the line, man.
But see, you know where you went wrong?
I have no idea.
You should have offered him 25, and he would have worked a little harder. Think about it. Then he would have been your partner in crime. Share it. You got to share. Keep them engaged. I know that's too democratic for your taste, but
Hey, I was going to tell people after the DNC who I'm going to vote for president. And nobody in here can pick who I'm going to vote for president.
well, I think you've made it clear.
I haven't made anything clear.
Yes, you have.
No, I haven't. But this is a topic
Oh, you're a flipper now.
No,
You're going to drop the Trumpster?
I never said I was going to vote for the Trumpster.
Yeah, you did.
No, I didn't.
Yep.
Never, ever publicly said I was going to vote for the Trumpster.
Yeah, okay.
Okay? Never. I
That you
might
can remember.
I might vote for Hillary.
You think?
Yeah.
I don't think so.
I just might lay down for her.
Mm.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Film at 11.
Ooh. We might be able to make some money. At least somebody halfway looking decent would be in the picture. Because she certainly isn't. She was actually kind of a hot chick back when she graduated from law school. I saw pictures of her and Bill.
Yeah.
Bill's a handsome guy. Even today, he's a handsome old fella, right?
Yeah. He's a gray fox.
He's got that Arkansas handsomeness, right?
Yeah.
Right? So, but her, she was actually kind of cute when she was like in the 70s and 80s, right?
You think so?
Yeah, she wasn't bad. I mean, she had that all-American look, right? She was educated.
She had that look.
She wasn't smart. She got a law degree. She was making $150,000 in 1990.
That was good money.
While Bill was making as governor, I mean, late 80s, $35,000. So she was making 3 or 4 times what he was. Man, she was the chick you wanted to get, right? Because you wanted her to take care of you, right?
You think?
Right. So, but I don't know what happened to her between then and now. Maybe all that evil.
Evil?
Evil. You got to put the grunt in. Evil. Right?
You think she's evil, huh?
She just reminds me of the Wizard of Oz. I was looking at the YouTube the other day, and when Dorothy the house is being twisted around in the tornado, and she looks out her window and she sees her school mom.
Right.
The school mom,
Yeah.
and then the school mom turns into the witch, and that's where the house is. That's the witch that the house falls on when they're the Wizard of Oz, right?
Right.
She just that's like Hillary Clinton. Yes, I'm talking about her looks right now, okay? And but I don't know, something's happened to her. I don't.
Well, it's called she's more mature now, more well-rounded.
She definitely is well-rounded. She looks like the friggin' Goodyear blimp.
I think she's actually lost a few pounds.
She better lose something because,
Because I was watching her.
If she gets in a room of helium and breathes too much of it, she'll start floating.
I saw her down in Miami when she introduced Senator McCain. Not McCain.
What another
Senator Kane.
Wait a minute. First off, Senator McCain.
Not McCain.
Well, that's
Senator Kane.
Let me tell you something. Senator McCain, what a loser he is. I thought that he was. He's been living off the laurels of being in the Hanoi Hilton for half the Vietnam War his whole life. Okay, he's an absolute injustice to the Senate.
Come on, he's a hero.
He's about as hero can be.
Now you're sounding like Donald Trump.
I'm not a McCain guy. And the dude talks out of the side of his mouth too. Anyway, so on Friday, I decided that I'm not going to get upset, and I was going to talk about Hillary Clinton and the 22 crimes that she's committed while she's been in politics or public life. And so I got to talking about, the Clintons turned the IRS into a Gestapo, because, they sick the IRS on all their enemies, whoever they may be. And you can take that back all the way to the Washington Times, an article in 1996 that covered that aspect of that. And I got to talking about the covering up of Slick Willie Billy's dirty deeds, And no scorned woman would ever stand by her man after time after time after time after time after time after time, unless there was an ulterior motive for a reason. And obviously the ulterior motive, Bill Clinton is one of the best politicians this country's ever seen politically. He orator, sense of humor, timing, speech, charisma, intelligence. He is one of the best politicians this country has ever had, at least in modern times.
True.
Absolutely. I mean, if he was still running, he'd win. The guy could talk around any piece of trouble that he ever got into like nobody else. I mean, remember what is and what is not? I did not have sex with that woman. Oh, we know that he was having sex with her at every place in the Oval Office and many others. And so, but she stood by. I don't know any woman in the world that would stand by her man like that unless there was some other reason. And obviously, the reason was political advancement. All right?
Absolutely.
So she sold her soul, the gold digger she is, to get to something farther along in her career. All right? Well, that makes great character. And I got to talking about the looting of the White House. Well, like when the Clintons left the White House, they took all the furniture. They took it on and took it to home. And then the government had to come and say, well, that one section in the living room in the White House, with the two tables, you're not supposed to take that. That has to stay with the White House, okay? That was Lincoln's writing desk while he was in his living room area, okay? Oh, really? Oh, okay, right? So there was that whole escapade, and
well, they gave it back though, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Of course they get. When someone did this. Yes. Hi. This is the FBI, and I just wanted you to know that that pedestal you have over in the corner that you have in your house. That was the pedestal that they had at the First Continental Congress that they would get up and speak in front of. That's supposed to stay in the museum in the White House. Oh, we thought they could take. Maybe the Beacon storage people didn't know. Oh, of course they turned it back. And what about Filegate? So you see, my thing on Friday was I was going to read off all the crimes, the ones they actually did and alleged ones, and just the kind of the way that feels, and I wasn't going to get aggravated. And if I could do that, I was going to, win $50 from Lee. So that was the bet, and I was doing good. Talked about Filegate, FBI files on GOP enemies, and that was a Clinton thing. Okay. It's kind of like what Nixon did, right? And we talk about the Muslim Brotherhood princess. Hillary's right-hand person is part of the Muslim Brotherhood. Now, if she was just Muslim, that's okay. But she's part of the Muslim Brotherhood, which is a terrorist organization. I just want to make sure you look that up in the Webster's dictionary to find out what terrorist is. Okay? And that's her right-hand gal for 20 years, not 20 minutes. I talked about that, and I promised that, I was doing pretty good. And then I talked about Vince Foster, the death in 1993. Oh, remember Vince Foster? He was the deputy White House counsel and Hillary's best friend and law partner who had connections to the Travelgate problem. Remember that? Travelgate. And Whitewater scandals. And in 1993, oh, man, Foster was just found dead in a park with a fatal gunshot wound to his mouth. His suicide was the subject of much speculation and 3 official investigations. And it just so happened that in the state of Arkansas, the law was changed when President Clinton, then Governor Clinton, they changed the law through the legislative process that if suicides are committed at your own hand, of course, that's what suicide is, at your own hand, that those won't be investigated with an autopsy. Well, I was doing pretty good. I really was. I was doing pretty good. And then the email gate. And, we all know about the email gate after a year and a half of investigation. And the FBI decided that her emails were bad. Bad, Hillary. Bad girl. You were a bad. I feel like Abbott and Costello. Bad girl. You did a no. And we know that 30,000 no-nos you did. And you don't deny it. But you know something? I was just going to give you a warning. There's not enough evidence here to take you to prison and to take you to trial. Yeah. Oh, it just so happened a day or two before, our DOJ head decided they landed at the same airport that President Bill Clinton was at. Wow, how could that be? That must be like you just run into somebody at Starbucks. Just so happens that George Lucas is at the Starbucks and you're an actor and you want to drop something on him. Gosh, how could that happen? Unbelievable. The coincidence. I call it a coincidence. I call it coincidence because it's co-wink, wink, wink, coincidence. It's like a wink, 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 yeah. A coincidence. And they just had brunch together. That's all, I guess. But the FBI director was for sure very resolute on telling me, Jesse T, of the Jesse T Show, live at 5, straight on the point. He was very direct at telling me, oh, and by the way, you too, that if we did the same thing that she did, that don't think that we can get away from it. We could get away with it, or it won't be looked upon as a crime that we could be prosecuted for. Oh, he was very quick to say that. You know, and so I was still pretty good with that, you know? I was hanging in there. Dan, the man, the package, was cutting some good jokes. I was starting to get a little aggravated. And then, of course, there was Chinagate. Oh, you don't remember Chinagate? The sale of high-tech secrets. Chinagate, yes. It's a wonder that all of their new stealth jets look like the F-35 and the F-22. Gee whiz. I wonder how that could be. Even Coca-Cola over there, like this Coca-Cola can. Even Coca-Cola over there looks like Coca-Cola here. I wonder how that could be. Maybe because they got the specifics on how to make this Coca-Cola can and the recipe on how to make the Coca-Cola and how to put it together so it tastes just like the Coca-Cola over here in Oklahoma, and it looks like the Coca-Cola can in Ohio, and it feels like Coca-Cola in Philadelphia. Gee whiz. It's a wonder that the new aircraft carrier that China is building from scratch, ground up, is going to look like one of ours. Gee, how could that be? And then, of course, there was Travelgate. And then there was Whitewater. And then there was landing under sniper fire in Bosnia. And I talked about that. Of course, she said that she was ducking and running and her heart was beating and she was in danger of his life and the Secret Service and the Treasury Department and the military. And yet there's a photo that gets released and she's walking straight up, smiling, waving, and a video, and everybody's happy-go-lucky. It's like MacArthur landed back in the Philippines. Oh, you know that picture. MacArthur walking through the waves from the transport ship up to his shins and knees in water with his pipe and his hat, and he's got his top commanders around him, and he's walking through the waves. Oh, do you think that the photographers in the Philippines were waiting for that? They must have had the press junket out there on a red carpet just waiting for MacArthur to come back. Oh, he's going to arrive pretty soon. Oh, we see his ship. Oh, he's coming. That's MacArthur. Yeah, oh, I can see it. Oh, yeah, the music is... Oh, everybody get their cameras ready. Everybody get their cameras ready. And what did MacArthur do? He walks off the transport ship, gets in the water, trudges through the water, and proclaims, "I am back," as he promised. You see, I promised I would not get aggravated, right? That was a photo that was set up. Come on. Just like the photo of them putting the flag up. The first one, when they put the flag up, that photo was never taken. Because they were getting shot. They were shooting. The snipers, the Japanese snipers were shooting. They hadn't quite taken that whole hilltop yet. So when they took the hilltop, they got back and they said, okay, Joe, okay, Steve, and then got to make sure your hand's here. And they snapped off that picture. And that was one of the famous pictures of the world. In fact, at Arlington National Cemetery, there is a huge sculpture. It is huge. It is the size of a giant.
Jesse.
What?
You're kidding me.
What?
You're telling me all of these years that I was believing that statue was authentic?
Yes.
You're saying it was staged?
Staged.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes. Just look it up,
I'm
man.
depressed. I need my medicine.
The guys went up there.
Where are my meds?
They went up there and they went to raise the flag because that's was something for morale they wanted to do.
Right.
But when they got up there, they were getting shot at. Bang, bang, right? It was still a fire zone.
Right.
Okay? So they had to clear the fire zone to get the right shot, to get the perfect moral shot that would gather up the souls of America to fight on, right? To make people just want to keep going, right? That was set up, that stage. That photo was perfectly set up. Perfect. Because that's the photo that we needed to have. But the cat's down there at the beach looking at the tall mountain off to the left.
Yeah.
Right? When they saw the flag go up, the flag actually went up. But not staged the way those 4 or 5 guys had their hands around each other's shoulder and pushing the flag up on the flagpole and then helping, right, and looking, right. No, that was a staged photo after.
So the battle was over.
Your battle was over, man.
The enemies were dead.
Yeah. Now the flag, when they ascended the hill.
Yeah.
Actually, it wasn't a hill; it was a mountain.
Okay.
When they ascended the mountain. And that rage of fighting, the battleships sending those giant military ordnance into the sides of that mountain, and they actually did get the flag up, right? They did get the flag up, but not the way it was sold to us. And the guys down below.
I like the other version of it.
Of course you do. Okay. All right. So MacArthur comes traipsing back. Well, look at all of that just to explain this photo in Bosnia. Unbelievable. Okay. Hillary's missing law firm billing records. The pardon gate. Hillary in the Senate, makes contributions and pardons a whole bunch of people. Cash for cows. How about Hillary's cash for cows problem? Something you didn't know about? It's all making money. How about the Clinton body count? Now, right here, I started kind of getting a little aggravated, if you remember. I was kind of getting aggravated here. I was getting bothered because I got to the body count thing, and I said, boy. It seems like, folks, you don't want to be Mr. and Mrs. Clinton's friend. Because whether you're a good friend and never did anything wrong or you're a bad friend and did anything wrong, you still are a dead friend when they want you to be a friend. But nevertheless, they'll never be able to tie to them. It just so happens that, 30 people that are close to them, or the list is bigger than that. These people that were close to them for decades just seem to be dropping off like flies when they're hit with raid. It's unbelievable how many people have ceased to exist their lives around the Clintons. Now, you say, well, every president's like that. Yeah, but they did it really efficiently, just like the Nazis were using American products, 3,000 American products we were selling to the Nazis during the World War II. Yeah, they did it pretty efficiently. Nobody knew about it. Prescott Bush's grandfather, the old man's grandfather, laundering Nazi money through Union Bank. Oh, yeah, nobody knew about it. They did it pretty good. These are smart people. They're not stupid people. They know how to do things. And it really just started getting me aggravated. I tried not to get aggravated. I really did, because when people start dying for no reason, just because they're doing their job, that really bothers me. So what can I say? I got aggravated at that. And I tried not to get aggravated because I was going to lose $50. And I didn't want to lose $50. Oh, darn it.
Sounds like you're up to 100 now. Thank you.
Oh, boy. Gee, thanks.
I thought I'd cheer you up.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Oh, Lord. Yeah.
Oh, you're a mess.
Okay, the list goes on and on and on. I think I wasn't successful. I got out of control Friday, just like there when I hit that point. And when I started talking about Benghazi, that really set me over the top. It just set me over the top, and I just couldn't help myself. And then I just lost $50, and I think I just lost another $50.
I'm loving it.
Man, you gotta help me get my hair cut, okay?
I've been trying to help you.
Can I borrow $50?
Yeah, I'll hook you up. I'll help you get a haircut, but it's going to cost you. I'm a businessman. I'm a capitalist. Okay.
Oh God. Boy, I just love people that cuss at me on Facebook. I really do.
Yeah, they're beating you up.
Oh, sometimes I get beat up, but I love those that cuss at me, and I won't mention the guy's name, but I love them that when they cuss
Why?
at me.
It's public information.
No, I wouldn't want to set this guy up because he's a low-life idiot who doesn't know how to express himself any more than cursing at you on Facebook, hiding behind the technology, brother.
Well.
I'm easy to find. Just Google search my name. I can't hide from anybody. I try to hide. I can't hide anymore, Lee.
Well,
That's the way it is.
just be you.
I am me. So the DNC starts today. It actually kind of started yesterday, the prelude to it all. But they actually gavelled up today, didn't they? Right?
Yeah.
And the
It's going on
speeches
now.
are going on, and there's
Yep.
lots of people talking, just like the RNC. They're just a kind of picture
Same
perfect,
format.
same format,
Yeah.
same thing. And and they're beating up the Republicans like the Republicans beat up the Democrats. And at the end of all of this, they're going to come out with Hillary Clinton being nominated. And there will be some fireworks and some accusations, and there will be some investigations during the next 2 or 3 days. And it'll be just like the RNC was. And all the people that like the RNC, and all the people that like the DNC like the DNC. And it's not going to do much of anything to sway anybody to go any which way. Just the one thing for sure is, folks, when you do vote, you should vote, because if you don't vote, it's a vote for somebody that you may not want to be president. That's the bottom line. And don't vote yourself away into one of these silly third-party parties that are never going to be ever going to have a chance, because the political system and the money behind it will not allow them to have a chance. The Independent Party, they shut down Ross Perot. They shut him down so fast. There's a whole story of why they shut him down. And I kind of liked H. Ross Perot, with his charts way back there and his kind of New York, Texas sound.
Look at the charts. The charts don't lie.
The charts don't lie. The charts don't lie. And I got all kinds of charts. Chart 1, chart 2, chart 3, chart 4. He had like 6 charts.
Look at the charts. Look at the charts.
Yeah, I love that guy. I just
He
loved
was
him. And
comical.
he was great. And, all of a sudden he dropped off. So he was an independent. That's not going to happen. And
What's he doing now? You
I don't
never
know.
hear anything about it.
No, yeah.
He's in the witness protection program now?
Well, he's just, basically, there's a whole story behind that. His daughter was threatened. His wife was threatened.
Really?
Yeah. There was some really disastrous things that happened to him. His livelihood was threatened. His financial wherewithal was threatened. The system won't allow anything but a Democratic and a Republican Party. That's the way it's designed. The illusion of a two-party system, which is really all intent and purpose a one-party system for those that are part of it and for those that will never be a part of it. I mean, look at the symbology when they talk about Washington, D.C., and you're in the circle. You know, those are the freeways, the turnpikes that kind of go around, the road that kind of goes around, the beltway, right? Yeah. So, you know, just you're in that. You step out of that circle, man, you were at one time in some of the most impoverished neighborhoods that turned into great crime. And even today, though they've cleaned up a lot of outside the beltway and outside the circle because of that impression and that they've done a lot of cleaning, there are places in D.C. that you just, you know, you got to be very cautious where you're in the ghetto.
Yeah, you don't have to go outside of the beltway, inside the beltway. You
even just inside
2 or 3, 5 blocks from the White House.
Yeah, and you're
looking like Beirut.
Yeah, it's terrible. So
it's gotten better, but
it has gotten better, you know, than 20 years ago when I was there.
Yeah.
So, you know, think about the symbology of that in terms of that. They'll never allow anybody within that circle unless they're part of that circle because there's too much money at hand and too much power and control. It's just a simple process. Too much power, too much control, too much money, too much at stake. It's not going to happen. So we'll never see, at least in our lifetimes, an independent party unless America goes through a complete radical revolution, and that's never going to happen because when the young people, the millennials out there, don't even know anything, when someone walks up on them with a microphone and says, "Can you tell me the third president of the United States of America?" "Oh, was it Clinton?" Or "Can you tell me what Benghazi was?" "Is that the Bengal tigers in India?" "Can you tell me?" Do you? Hey, by the way, who's Trump? "Oh, isn't he the guy that built all these buildings?" Yeah. And Bernie Sanders was his friend, and Bernie did a lot of jobs. And what jobs did Bernie make? The interviewer says, he built all these buildings. And what? I thought that was Trump. "Oh, I guess you're right. I just learned." I mean, when you hear the moronic statements that people make of all age brackets about what they don't know, the uninformed public, do you think that we're ever going to have a revolution about anything, anywhere? You can't get two people to confer on anything. You just try to get two people to confer whether to go to McDonald's, Burger King, or Taco Bell. And you can't get two people in one car to say, "I want to go to Taco Bell." For God's sakes, how do you think you're going to get them to confer and having a revolution in America? I mean, really? People, you got to stop the stupidity and the uninformation, because you see, the reality is they want us to be like this, and we got to get together. If we want to make effective change in this country, we got to come together. Just like Michael Jordan said in his release. Finally, Michael Jordan says something. Finally, the greatest basketball player, maybe arguably of all time, and one hell of a businessman outside that. Finally, he says, "You know something? We got a problem here. This race relations, this discussion, cops getting killed, black folks getting killed, minorities getting killed. We got to fix this." Finally, he gives $1 million to the NAACP today or yesterday or a few days ago, and he gives $1 million to the Police Chiefs Fund in America to try to bring some cohesion together so that we can talk about this. Finally, he steps up after his family member was brutally killed, just a stupid murder. It was horrible what happened to him and his family. He finally steps up. But then I got to ask myself, why is he doing that? See, that's the cynic that with me, the cynicism and the pessimism that I try not to bestow too much. But at least the man stood up and he released, he had a conference. You know, finally, maybe Michael Jordan can make a difference. Maybe he can bring the parties together. You know, maybe he can open up some dialogue. Because what he was talking about in his release, the statement that he released through media, what he's talking about is, you know, there's wrong on both parties, and And we have to learn to listen and communicate better to solve our problems together so that we can have a better America and a better life for everybody. There are definitely issues within the African-American society, definitely issues within the policing and how the relationship between the two of them are and how they both feel about each other or don't feel about each other. He's finally a guy of that prominence steps up and says, yeah, I'm going to put something. I'm going to put my money where my mouth is and put $1 million. And now they got Al Franken. I mean, how can Al Franken ever be a senator, a comedy writer for SNL? Can you imagine that? Al Franken. I never understood how he could be a senator in Minnesota. Are those people in Minnesota just insane? If you're in Minnesota, why did you ever vote for Al Franken? I mean, oh, because he makes people laugh. Oh, that's right. Yeah. Here he is. Yeah.
Located on a shelf in a closet on the 3rd floor of Trump Tower. All of Mr. Trump's bestsellers
Yes.
are available for sale at a special rate.
Yep.
For students, which is 10% higher than the retail price.
Absolutely. You know something? And I'm going to say something about that because I'm running out of time. Trump is in this for business. He's in this to make money. He's a money-making machine. He always has been. Whether he's worth $900 million or he's worth $10 billion, he's worth something in between there. Okay? But if you think for 1 minute he's not doing this gig because he's not going to make any money at it. I mean, what are you thinking? He's going to make money like every single president who goes in, and when they come out much richer than when they went in. Every president in my lifetime, I mean, just the last president, he went in maybe being worth a couple of $1 million. He's going to come out being worth $60 million because the first gig he gets to talk at Harvard, they're going to pay him $5 million. I mean, it's a business, folks. When are you going to start understanding that America is a business? And a business is what it's been about for a very long time. And we're finally, with the technology, we're getting slammed with the histories of these people that we never knew before. We could never have access to before. And that's what you and I are dealing with. We're dealing with the disconcerting information that we never had to deal with before instantaneously while we're sleeping in our beds. Okay? Because that's the issue here. We never knew this stuff about our presidents before, but if you do some homework and you do some research and you do some qualified reading and you do some logical and common sense thinking, you'll find out that Buchanan and Lincoln and Jackson and Adams and Jefferson and Washington and Taft and Truman and Eisenhower, or maybe not Truman. Truman actually left the presidency penniless and broke. He was a president that took over after FDR passed away. And in fact, see, what I'm saying is they're all in it for personal gain, whether it's power and control like the Clintons or it's money like Trump. Duh. Hey guys, don't walk across the freeway, okay? Because there's cars that travel 65 to 70 miles an hour. And you just might get hit. So don't walk across the freeway, all right? And what do? You walk across the freeway and you get hit. And now you want to blame the world. You were just told, don't walk across the freeway. You're going to get hit. See, that's the thing. These guys are in it for personal gain. The senators, just like Franken, the congressmen, the presidents, the judicial process, all of them are in it for personal gain. Personal gain. Your question that you have to answer is, whose personal gain do you want to get behind? A liar or a little liar? Because they all lie to get where they want to go. www.thepowervoices.com. Jesse Terrero with you. It's the Jesse T Show from 5 to 6 right here, Monday through Friday. Hey, we're straight on the point. Appreciate your time. We're out of here. We got to go. We got to get done. I am going to be on our digital TV format at facebook.com/Jesse Terrero in about an hour and a half. I'm headed up to the fire. I'm going to be reporting live. I'm going to be chasing that fire down because that is a compelling story where people's lives are on the line. Hey, it's a great Monday. We're on our way. Right on, the DNC. The Brown Beauty is off duty.